What's up, Nova? How's it going? I know it's been quite a while since I last streamed. I think it was the finals match for Bingo, which was like December or something. So it's been a little while, but our first match for No Hit League is this weekend, so I decided I should probably start doing some practice. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the. Let me make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the two trees, which is any percent plus Melania, pretty much. What's up, Lemon? It's been a while, dude. Okay, yeah, week one is like Elden Beast plus Polania, so. Also, I'm trying something new with my multi-stream, so I hope it's working. It looks like it is working a lot better than previously, so that's pretty cool. I do also have like a there was an option in my YouTube for what it was like a vertical stream for shorts. Yeah, dual stream for it like automatically does a vertical crop stream, but it looks like dog shit. So and I can't turn it off without canceling the stream, so I'm gonna have to reset it and like change it. But yeah, I got a new controller. I haven't really used it a whole lot just yet, so I'm not like super happy with it, but we'll just see how it goes. Also, let me open my save files so I can make some more.
The fallen leaves.
God, dude. What is this? I don't know why it's doing this. It did this last time too when I first connected it to my PC, I think. All the controls were just like super delayed. What's up, Vadi? How's it going, dude? It's weird because it works just fine in the menus, but then when I actually like try and play the game, it's like hella delayed. It's really weird. Yeah, see, it works just fine now. Very strange. Might need to look back at some of my previous routing to see how I killed some bosses. That's the league update? I don't think it's that bad actually. I think it's fairly balanced. I haven't played a ton of draft, but I have played a little bit and it's been fun so far. ADC feels a lot better for sure. Um, because you kind of get your spike a little bit sooner. And I think I've only had one match where, maybe two actually, where I hit 6 full items plus boots. So like I don't know. It somehow feels stronger even though it doesn't really seem stronger, if that makes sense. Top lane. Everyone with 3 autos on Corki. That's funny. Surely they won't. We're like 5 levels behind. I mean, I haven't watched a lot, but like ADCs really don't seem broken. They do seem stronger. They seem like they feel more impactful at least, and top laners don't feel quite as strong, which I'm a little surprised by, considering that they get so much more XP. Like I was fighting an Mbessa that was like 3 or 4 levels higher than me, despite I stomped my, and she still had like 3 or 4 levels on me, and I still, like with my support, we could kill her, which was crazy. Like I feel like that's not something that usually happens. I am running the wrong game. Oh my gosh, I didn't even open the mod. Whoops. That is so funny. Where did I even save this? Hang on. Holy shit. Whoops. But yeah, I don't think ADCs are broken by any means, because even when I come out of lane and I'm winning my lane, their mid and top you still have a lot of XP on me, so it's like they're ahead by levels and I'm ahead on items. Just like that's how it goes. And their boots, the boots are actually pretty good for mid laners, I think. Because like nobody else gets empowered boots. I don't think it's like the best upgrade ever for them compared to ADC and top, but I think it's still decent. Junglers, I mean, like I don't know. I don't play jungle. I don't pay attention to them. Supports, I mean, they don't have like a crazy upgrade, but it's nice, I think, for that extra ward slot. Got a worst? Man, I don't know. Definitely not top or ADC. That's for sure. Those are the two that got it the best. I think it's support or jungle, but I think it's... I don't think anybody got it badly, though. Because junglers seem like they stay at a good pace in XP. And like, again, I haven't played a ton of games, so I can't really say for sure. But junglers seem like they get a good amount of XP, and the movement speed is pretty good. But, the jungler mid, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, because supports the warding is pretty good. Diagnosed with tinnitus? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Could be worse. That is a pretty positive mindset. But, it still really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I think jungler mid. I think mids is pretty good though, because the boots are like they're not crazy good, but you do get the Baron recall, which is nice, and like upgraded boots are pretty solid. Like the Merc Treads upgrade is really good. I think the Sork shoes upgrade is also really good. So yeah. I'd be pregnant. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Kind of dead. Yeah, that's true.
And I can also that you're not then. Why not? I am Carly.
Yeah, you don't really see that a whole lot. Okay, what weapon was I using? This one. I also... think I was buying the regular torch here as well. Yo, what's up, Spectre? How's it going, dude? Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to rest. Yeah, it's been a while, man. After the bingo season finished, I was still in town for like a couple days, and then I left and visited, and I got back on 7th, I think, the 6th or the 7th or something, and I had to like unpack, and I had to bring home Christmas stuff and unpack that and just like settle back in. So I haven't really had a chance to stream until today. But yeah, I got a new controller, so I'm kind of like readjusting to that, and I think I've played Elden Ring one time since the last day of the bingo league. So I'm a little worried I'm gonna play like trash, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty solid. It was nice to see my family. We played a lot of games. My brother and my girlfriend and I got a game called Restaurants, where you are a bunch of rats that run a kitchen, and that's been really fun to play. But yeah, it was fun to play board games with my family and just hang out over the holidays. How about you, dude? How are your holidays? I saw you were doing, you were routing, the smithing person with New Game Plus, dude. Crazy behavior. Oh my god, I've forgotten how to play the game now. Elton? Yeah, that's fair. I think I saw a little bit of that. I kind of scrolled through your YouTube VOD a little bit, which I saw you started streaming on YouTube too, which is also really cool. But yeah, just like some goofy hits, it seemed. Yeah, how was it, dude? I used to use Restream.io for multi-stream, but I found a much better solution, and it seems like it's working pretty well, for the most part at least. And on the YouTube stream settings, there's one that automatically creates a vertical version for shorts, and I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds cool. And it looks horrible. Like, I'm gonna have to go change it, dude. It looks so bad. That emote's not loading, by the way, Vadi. I don't know what it is. I'll have to peek at it later and see. Yeah, I've been streaming on YouTube for a while using Restream, but I really didn't like it, so I switched to something else. But it's really nice just to look back at my YouTube VODs because they don't expire and stuff. I don't get much viewership on there. And half the time when someone chats there, I miss it. So that's not so great either. Altium? I haven't heard of that one. Is it really good? Because I was trying to find a free option, but I was having trouble with that. Super self-conscious? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, whenever that happens to me, I feel the same thing. See, I think it's easy to feel like that though when you're having stream issues on something. Oh, nice, dude. Does Sykes also multi-stream? I didn't know that. Easy setup? Nice, dude. Yeah, Restream was a little weird to set up, and I couldn't. Like, I couldn't do half the stuff I wanted to do. So I was like, well, that sucks. What's up, Blank? Thanks for the good luck, dude. Alright, MRI last night, they couldn't find a good vein. Oh, dude, I hate when that happens. I used to give blood at a couple different places, and when they couldn't find the vein, it sucked, dude. What did I used to do here? Because that's not... Should have made a save, I guess. Easy peasy. I'm pretty sure it was just 2 charged R2s, but maybe I was wrong. I have to look back and see, I guess. They did come in another day. Yikes, dude. Yeah, that's like... I've only had them miss a couple of times before, but... Like, I can imagine after a while of getting poked, it's like super painful and not good for you.
I am peace. I just give and I'll
I won't miss a vein. True.
Well, I
Oh my god, Spectre. Not wrong.
no time for games.
Okay, so I think I had like tried this. Nice. 8 needles, yeah. I'm not a fan of needles either. I kind of gotten better about it, but yeah, I'm not a fan. War crime. Yeah, I really like this setup actually. Like the starting setup, I guess, is just really nice. I can pretty much do everything I want somehow. I am still struggling to get used to the controller a little bit, but I do really like it so far. Water sound videos? Interesting. I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, so moment of truth here. I think I'm a bit late here, actually. Almost. No limit, that's tetanus. Good try. Dawn. Jeez, man.
Oh, good morning. Are you here as a customer?
What's up, Jens? Oh yeah, I should have put that somewhere. This is 2 trees for week 1. Melania plus Elden Beast. The classic I don't stream. Bruh. Yeah, how dare you, gents? I've been learning he has bad medical condition. He's not yours. I don't stream. Oh, wait a minute. I don't forgot how I routed this. Because it's been so long. I probably should make it nighttime here, actually. Rotten soldier. Thanks, Spectre. I'll gladly be your rotten soldier, dude. Oh, is it really common? I mean, I guess I could see that making sense, but at the same time, kind of surprising. I believe so, Spectre. I'm having a bit of issues with registration again because my advisor. I did ask her a little late for like registration stuff, but she will not give me the tools I need to register myself for my classes. So it always goes like a bit slower than I'd like. And I'm registered for 3 classes, but I'm only in 1 currently. Again, I'm registered for 4 actually, but I'm having issues with one of them. I'm only actually in 1 right now, and I think it started today technically. But I looked last night, and I don't think I have anything due until next week. So I don't think my other classes actually start until next week or so. They made them spawn sooner, Lemon. Duo lol. What the heck? Yeah, it's been a bit frustrating, but I just I try and work with her as best I can. Just hope for the best. And if she's helpful, great. If she's not, oh well, I guess. There's not much I can do about it. What's up, Stakes? How's it going, dude? I'm studying business right now. This semester I'm taking 2 accounting classes, which I'm really looking forward to. Because I hope I like it. Wait, I'm still, I went in undecided, pretty much. And I think at the school I went to, I had to have some degree chosen, so I just chose, business. This is pretty easy. Yeah, I'm not sure, Spectre. That's the thing. I'm even now, I'm still not really sure. I think if I like accounting, I would switch my degree to accounting. Because that's been, something I've looked forward to. If not accounting, I'm not really sure. I'm hoping I'll find a class that'll spark some interest somewhere. But, there hasn't really been anything crazy. Can't do math for shit. Yeah. Yes, yeah, I really like math, so that's one of the other reasons too. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do, but there's surely something out there that I'll find. I hope. I kind of hate school, so it's hard to look into a lot of different stuff. And I've thought about, dropping out of, college school and going to, a trade school or something. I guess, transferring, really. But there's not really... I haven't really thought of a trade I would really like a whole lot. Maybe, some kind of engineering, because I did take an engineering class in high school and it was all right. COVID happened in the middle of that year, so that was pretty unfortunate. So I don't know, it was all right. Internal audit, really? I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I'll look into that. No hit hiker. Yeah, it's just there's a no hit league happening. It starts on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, the 17th. And the no hit hiker is just the name of the league. It's just a no hit league. Basically, there's going to be 2 players who have the same objective and different weapons, and they both work towards that objective. Yeah, I think I do have a command. I don't remember what it is though. Might be like !league or something. But yeah, basically 2 players play against each other in real time, and the person with the least amount of hits wins. If they tie, they get like split points. It's like a weird point system, but no, weapons aren't randomized. We have a mod that gives us new weapons, and everybody has one weapon from that mod that they're using the whole league, which is kind of unfortunate that it's one weapon for the entire league, but I think if you did more than that, it might be a little overwhelming. Be what the business has and make sure it all adds up. Oh yeah, that seems like, it sounds like mindless work kind of, but it sounds fun. Yeah, I saw Marshall got his run today. Dude, I think he's gonna smoke round 1. Dude, he opened Elden Ring for like the first time, did his first casual playthrough, and then decided he was gonna do R1 plus 0 no hit, and he got it. He got it in like less than a week, I think. So, I'm just cooked. I told him that in his chat one day, and he was like, nah man, you have the Elden Ring experience that I don't have, but I don't think it matters. Like, I think his hitless experience outweighs my Elden Ring experience. I guess we'll find out, but it's a little concerning. What jobs you wish you had known about? Yeah, that's something else too, is there's a lot of career options that are kind of hidden. So it is a bit harder to know about all of them, I think. What are some other ones you wish you knew about? Not sure I really need Axe Talisman, actually. Trade compliance? Sounds pretty cool, actually. What's that about? I don't think I need this grace here. It's really awkward. Yeah, so I want to see, can I go, like, if I don't take that path, like, yeah, I can't do that. So I think last time I got hit here, this is like a rat hit me or something. International trade by companies done correctly. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Interesting. I'm not sure if I would like that, but at the same time, it sounds kind of satisfying, you know? Making sure everything lines up properly, basically. In simple terms. The other thing about like branching out with different classes and stuff that aren't towards my degree, like it's kind of a win-lose, I guess, because I get to branch out and try something new. But the downside is like I have to pay for the class and take the time to actually do the class, and if I don't like it, it's like you get the experience, I guess, of taking the class and learning about it, but it's still unfortunate that it costs money. So it's like it's a little harder for me to want to branch out, and I need to take these classes for my degree. So it's one of the downsides to school, I guess. One of the downsides to school and not really know what you want to do. I guess if you already have a path you want to take, you're not really in that same situation. Also, I think I've said this a couple times already, but I think once I finish the no-hit league, I'm probably gonna take a break from doing like competitive stuff in general, unless it's like a really big opportunity. Like if I don't see this happening at all, but like if Domo invited me to Brawlers or something, I would probably do that. But if it's like another smaller league, I will probably not do it, just because I've been doing a lot of competitive stuff this past year, and I'm starting this year off with more competitive stuff. So I kind of just want to take a break from it so I can spend more time on no-hit runs and like other fun runs, like maybe doing another Convergence playthrough or something like that. Just so that I have more time for no-hit. Because I kind of want to get back to doing more no-hit stuff. Which I guess this is technically no-hit, but it's not the same. I also don't know why I took this teleporter instead of the other one. I think the other one's a little closer. Thanks for needing an assistant. True. Lank's assistant is a pretty nice title. Wait, or Kukris. I'm probably gonna grab these actually. Yeah, assistant regional Lank, dude. Perfect career title right there. There's no way I used 4 Kukris last time I did this, right? I can't think of where I'd pick up any more, but 4 Kukris? No way, right? I don't want to spend a ton of time in Liurnia, but well. True. Assistant to the regional Lank. True. My title just keeps getting upgraded over and over again. I completely forgot about that, dude. Which is so funny because I've seen a lot of clips about The Office lately. So I can't believe I didn't think about that. And I think last time I did this, I was just taking the path from EG, dude. I'll be your assistant, Link. I have plenty of experience. You can just trust me, dude. I think what I did before is I skipped the Kukris and I just went straight to Academy, got the key in here. I don't think I buy any. So I don't really have the money. I think I come back after DTS. But like I kinda hate the arrows, dude. Maybe I'll just go this way. Yo, Silence. Thank you so much for the raid, man. How was your stream, dude? What's up, Lodar? What's up, Apper? What's up, Silence? Yeah, what was your stream? What were you doing in your stream today, dude? What's up, Is it? Hope I said that right, dude. What's up, Villain Pain? Sorcery 80%? Nice, dude. How was it? Also, what weapon did you, or like what sorcery did you use? Because I've actually seen a couple different strats for sorcery 80%. Some people prefer to just use Night Comet the whole time, which is not my cup of tea. Slicer, yeah. I think Slicer is probably the best option for sorcery, but some people don't really prefer the melee route, I guess, with Slicer, so I have seen a couple people stick to Night Comet a bit more. Yeah, Slicer's just so damn good, dude. It's ridiculous. I also need to throw patches into my splits because I am gonna kill patches on probably all of these, just for a little bit of extra safety. Oh, also Disgrace for Howl. I almost forgot. Yeah, Slicer's comfy, dude. That's a good word for it. Like you can get a lot of damage in because it hits so quick, which means there's a lot of punish windows if you know what you're doing. And the damage is pretty solid per slice too. And you really don't need a whole lot for it. Like Meteorite Staff, you can even skip the offhand staff and then you just get like Ritual Sword. Then you're good to go. That's all you really need. I guess Magic tier 2, that's not too bad to go grab. Howl, also on the way. I started routing RO1+0 with Slicer at some point. My internet ended up dying like halfway through the run, so I stopped at Morgoth, but it was pretty fun. Like it's pretty solid. I think it is I think Starfists are still better for RO1+0, but it's still like a good solid route. Head on the book. Oh yeah, that I would do it. I don't know how you would do Renala with sorceries, because when I did it on my All Great Runes, I used Rock Sling, but I had a 1 cycle, and I just punch the kids. But I'm not sure how you do it. Like, I guess you could use consumables. Surely you didn't use Slicer phase 1, right? I did try testing, it was so stupid. I got really frustrated with Renola because I got hit there by a kid or something. And I went to go test Gaius. Gaius's, like, rock spell he had. And it was actually really good, but it just wasn't worth it to go grab it. Like, you still end up saving Renola for the last boss, pretty much, which you don't really want to do. And I think on Malenia I did Comet Azure phase 2. Or maybe I just did Comet, I can't remember. But yeah, Renola. Like, sorceries are so good. For, like, pretty much any run you want to do, except for, like, all Great Runes is kind of tricky with Renola. Or, like, any sorcery route really is good, but Renola is the tricky part. Yeah, I was curious about trying that too, because doesn't she, like, cancel a lot of it once she get hit or something? Or am I crazy? That's funny, dude. Yeah, I think have a good RNG or something else. Thanks, dude. Have a good RNG yourself. That's pretty good. But yeah, I think what I did was I did Night Comet phase 1 and 2 on Malenia, and I just hoped that she went into Flower again immediately after, but if she didn't, it was like 1 or 2 attacks, and then on my, like, bigger sorcery runs, like All Remembrances, I think I did get Comet Azure. Because I used it in response. I definitely used it on all achievements, though, because I had to go get, Comet Azure anyway. So I just went ahead and used it when I could. I think I used it on Malenia. I used it on both of the Mogs, because I had to do Sewer Moog on New Game Plus for the Frenzied Ending. And I think I used it somewhere else, but I can't remember where. Yeah, it's just one input. Like, one input and then you hold it. It is a cool spell. It is a lot of fun to use. But it's not always the most logical. What do I even need here? Need a seal for Howl, I guess? The longbow? Meteorite Rain? Yeah, that's funny. I really don't like that strat on Elden Beast anyway. It kind of sucks, but cheats, in my opinion. Just, like, it works. I think it's pretty consistent, but it feels really sketchy. Probably doesn't help that I'm not, like, super familiar with the, Surely I was supposed to level 2 int there. I think I was. I don't really know the Elden Beast swim away strat super well, like when he swims away where you're supposed to go to be right next to him. So that was also part of my fear, I think, of that strat. Too lazy to be lazy, yeah. True. Because my sorcery 100% was like 3 hours or something crazy, so... And I did a bunch of unnecessary stuff. I think I got Magic Scorpion Charm, and I got the Rain as well. And I think I got Blue Dancer even. Like, I did way too much on my route. I'm dead, aren't I? Not sure if that is actually tall enough to kill you. Usually tall ones. Regular swimming and then swimming with needles. Yeah, some of the... That's one of my biggest things about Elden Beast is, like, I know all of his attacks, and I know how to dodge Elden Stars and stuff, but, like, I have not seen every sequence possible with Elden Stars, and I doubt I ever will, because there's just so many. So it's like, well, do I need to keep practicing him? Yes. Will I? Probably. Yeah. As long as it works out in the end is the important thing. Oh, really, Link? Okay, yeah, I saw that, actually. I was out of town, and I completely forgot about it, but yeah, I saw it, and I downloaded it because I was curious, and it looked crazy, dude. It looked crazy. And then I forgot about it. But I wanted to try it out. And Opie, I was talking to Opie before I left because I was routing a run that I will leave blank for now because there's no reason to talk about it because I might not ever do it. Um, but yeah, I was asking him some stuff about like split damage and like how to know when to do what, and he was saying that Shoki was making a tool that would kind of show you which one was better when and how it works and stuff. And I was trying to find it if Shoki's new tool had that, but I don't think it does. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it had that. But yeah, I was like, I don't know when... Like, if, I don't know, if you're using, like, Ordovis or something, I was like, I don't really know when Holy is better than Physical. Like, when should you lean into Faith? Or, like, when should you lean more into the Holy values? And I think the examples I used were Malekith's Blackblade and, like, Cranial Vessel Stand or something. And he was like, oh, Malekith's Blackblade is a 70-30 split, I think, and Cranial Vessel Stand is, like, 50-50 or 60-40 or something. So it's, like, more worth in this case, but... You know, for like Siluria's Tree, it's 50-50, so it's better to go in the Holy then or something. It was really confusing, but I have a better idea of what to do. Oh, did he really silence? I know Fetcher's done a lot of stuff, but I can't keep up with all of it. That's cool. But yeah, the tool sounds really nice to like actually practice certain sequences on Elden Beast. Like, give yourself the worst RNG possible and see what happens. I hope it goes away, buddy. I can't imagine what that's like, so... I hope it, like, chills out soon. I think I'm gonna kill Patches too. Maybe not on this run, because I want to actually practice the bosses some, but... Well, maybe actually I'll just make a save. Make a save and do both kills. Fight then Shackle, maybe? Because I am gonna use Shackle on these, and I need to know what I'm supposed to do with the Shackle. Yeah, go ahead and rest. If you need to like do any post-stream stuff, I understand, dude. Don't worry. But yeah, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good day, dude. Analyze Cinder. Yeah, good luck, dude. That boss is hard as shit. You just stay on this grass patch? Think so? I remember having to practice Cinder for DS3, which I never did, but he's a cool fight and he is really fun, but he is really tricky. That is for sure. It's always crazy watching the low damage runs of Cinder where they're using the dagger and they just like R1 quick step every attack. It is so cool to me. I think because that's not really a thing in Elden Ring. Like quick step isn't quite as good, so people don't really do that as much. Fist only? Dang, dude. Yeah, good luck, man. Good luck. Yeah, DS3 is no Elden Ring where you can just cheese everything. So I'll put patches right here. Oh, I also need to go get my +6 too, before I forget about that. And I also need to go get Howl, but I might just do that after Stormveil. The actual season I'll probably do it before Stormveil, but for now I just want to get into fighting stuff. It's because I really don't like the Frenzied Flame ticks. Like I kind of want to try and find a slower but safer way to do it because I really don't trust the way that I do it. It just feels super, super risky. Wait. I'm an idiot. I need to go upgrade and then come kill patches. I guess I can do +0. I'm so stupid. What's that? That's what. don't think he reads that, so I think that's fine to use there. Although, okay, actually, for the final week, which is Fortizax and Plassi, I do want to test, damn, that was a lot of damage. I do want to try Night Common on these champs, because we do get a little bit of intelligence. Not very much with this, but like we could go get the magic tier and stuff, and do Fias with that. That might be a little safer. Because I think this weapon will work, but just not very well. So I want to try, I want to try Night Common and see if that'll work. Because like we can go get intelligence tier pretty easily. Magic tier's not too bad. Like just get it after Howl or something. Staff of the Lost is really easy. Night Comment's pretty easy. Meteorite Staff is really easy, and we have a little bit of intelligence already. Like, I think that would be really good to try. All right, nice. I think I just do strength. Pretty sure. Although most of our damage just comes from the buffs and the weapon level anyway, I'm pretty sure. Scaling is not so great. Actually. Need faith for Howl, so that's what I will do. Now I think we're ready, finally. Oh, I didn't put golden bow on the dagger. Of course, there's always something I forget. Got behind. Yeah, I have seen that though, actually, a couple times. Sometimes, like in bot lane, I will win my lane and their ADC will just be useless the whole time. But there has been a couple of games where like I've won lane, but their ADC still scales, or where I've lost lane, I still scale. I think at that point it's just a skill diff on your ADC's part though, for sucking. Like I don't think it's booster, it's just certain. That was a little awkward there. Yeah, I think Jhin is not also. Essence Reavers, it does seem like it's the strongest ADC weapon, I guess. You are not serious. Yeah, Sivir I think is really good right now. Mostly because Essence Reaver is really good on her already. But yeah. That's probably what I. Yeah, Sivir's really good. I think Vayne is pretty decent because her build path completely changed, which is kind of fun. She goes Essence Reaver now, and I think Lucian's also really good too. And I'll go with that. Yeah, part of that's probably also just ADC plus support combo being good. The ADCs are definitely stronger. And like again, I don't really think they're broken or anything, but they are certainly strong. Veigar. That's funny. That's really. Zero probably also counters Veigar a little bit because Spellshield is really good against Veigar. Question is, will this one-shot this guy? That's really unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. You can just walk through your cage. And her movement speed makes it really easy to dodge, like W. He was not so easy, but it's not particularly hard. They quit but still lost. That's funny. They are doing things to change people quitting and like not trying as hard, which I do really like. Like there's I don't know what it's called, but there's like something to dodge, like auto dodge your lobbies if someone is like actually trolling in them, which is cool. There's also something else that was cool. Like if you get auto-filled, you get like a free, you get like double LP if you win or something, and you're guaranteed auto-filled if you dodge, which is also really nice. Like you are encouraged to play your auto-filled role and try, which is really cool. So yeah, they are making some changes that I am a really big fan. I still wish they were harsher with. Well, okay, actually, that's not true. Because I go back and forth on AFK punishes often. Because on one hand, I'm like, man, I really wish they were harder on people who left the game. Like, if you're leaving the game, you should be punished for it. And I do believe that, but at the same time, like, if someone DCs because of their internet and then reconnects and... That's actually something they fixed. If you DC and then you reconnect and win, you still get full credit for the game, I'm pretty sure. Which is a good thing. But it does kind of suck that if you DC, like, and it's an internet problem, you still get punished for it. So on one hand, I understand why the AFK penalties are a little weaker, but I kind of wish, like, I wish there was a way to know if it was internet or not, but I think you can always abuse that system, so. But I still think they're doing a lot of changes that are really good. I agree with. Not that, like, my opinion really matters in the grand scheme of things, but still. It's cool to see, for sure. Let me also equip Golden Vow. think I should get a bleed proc really soon. I don't know if he bled there or not. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Because yeah, if you are playing on bad internet, then like, just why are you? But yeah, even then, that still gives people like a couple of opportunities to like AFK and not try if they wanted to, which is like, I don't think it would happen that often, but it's still like a chance for people to abuse the system, which is unfortunate. And that's like what you want to avoid. Elden Ring modders? Yeah, I know 3 of them. Why? Just 3 though. Oh, any modders like that? Okay, actually, yes. I not personally, but I do know a couple. There's, first of all, the 3 I was mentioning are Shurasai and Harv. Those are like the 3 I actually know. But the 5th Matt is one, he's done a lot of randomizers and stuff. I'm not sure if he would have the expertise you need, but he's definitely one. And then I can't remember, but the guy who made the Convergence mod, he was in my chat at some point. We were talking, and he's a pretty cool guy. He's done a lot of stuff with bosses, I think. I know he reuses a lot of assets, but I think he's made some bosses as well. Okay, like, I'm sure if you reached out to him, he would at least respond. I forgot his name, though. And I'm pretty sure Prof knows, like, personally knows some of the people who actually made the Convergence mod. Yeah, I don't really know modders. But yeah, I know Matt. Matt is like in a lot of chats, so you could like at least ask him. I don't know if you'd find success with that, but and the Convergence guy is, I mean, he's like just a cool guy. He might do it, but I know he's busy working with a ton of Convergence updates. I don't really know anybody personally. Oh, I need to go get Howl. Forgot about that. Saint level of patience. You could try YouTube. Not sure if that would be your thing. YouTube is very patient. Good night, buddy. Thanks for the good luck, dude. I hope you can get some good rest tonight, man. you can jump around. No. No videos? Really? I guess, yeah, that's not like a super common thing. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Guess you could just sit there and tinker with it till you figure it out. But yeah, I don't think I can think of any modders other than like Shurasai and Harv. And again, I don't know if that's really their expertise either. I meant to update, but oh well. Not that they're not talented, but I don't know if that's something they really do. I mean, maybe Lank? I don't think so, but like I know he's done a lot of work on ER tool and stuff, and he does a lot of coding, but I think that's not really the same. No, I'm not okay, yeah. I was afraid of that. Well, I tried. Oh, he wants to change animations in the Nightmare Seed? I see. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I think your best bet if you want to do that is ask the Convergence guy. Like I know he knows how to do that stuff. Or like he's at least decent with it. So he might be able to help. Especially if it's for like some big mod or something. I just can't remember the guy who made it, which is unfortunate. I did watch his streams for a little while, but he streamed at a really late time for me, so I couldn't watch too much. Well, yeah, I mean, I think... I'm not exactly sure what... Like, this might be completely different, but I know that the Convergence modder uses, like, movesets and stuff from previous games. So I wonder if that could be, like, if he imports the moveset, but I don't know if that's, like, the same thing or not, because it's, like, already a Souls game. Oh, yeah, Unreal. Okay, yeah, I don't know then. Yeah, I imagine those are very different things.
The stars have aligned. The festival.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing is, like, ask the Convergence guy, but I'm not even sure if he knows how to do that. I mean, I'm sure there's, like, someone who knows how to do it, but it's just trying to find them. Maybe I should have bought the dagger because it's a bit lighter. True, yeah, true. Easy part is finding, hard part is getting cheating. Yeah, true. Send it over to Sure, make it his problem, and then reap the benefits. I like it.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as
Surely I can level up here. I think I... Was I doing +6 through Morgott? I can't remember. I have to go look at my VOD. Maybe I did +9 with no buffs or something. Just because then the Golden Godfrey fight is a lot faster. Is your palm tree? What do you mean? What palm tree, bro? I didn't update it. Oops. I don't actually think I need this grace. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go get +9 first. I think that's what I did before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that again. And then we'll figure out the Morgott kill, which I'm pretty sure is just like Shackle, Charger 2, Riposte. I would like uncheat them. Don't really remember, but it's probably something like that. I guess I could go try and find it, but there's no one to find. So I think I did like 5 or 6 of these challenges, probably 5, because I don't think I did the Rykard one, and I didn't do the Fortisax classy one, which I do actually. Oops, is there a way? I do need to go look at the Classy Co, because I'm a little worried about that one. I'd really like to get a 1 cycle, but I think my weapon kind of falls off slightly later on, so I'm not so sure about that. I wasn't so sure if I was going to. Actually, that was a different wall than I normally have. But yeah, I think that skip is really, really safe. Like, I don't think I'm really at risk of dying. It's gonna be my first hit in this season, but oh well. Okay, yeah. Probably should have made a save here just in case. Because I probably should go back after this run and just practice everything a little bit, at least. This has been a... Straight to the worst spot. That was a pretty bad fight. It's okay. Still hit, which is cool. Well, I also need to get the timer for this so I can actually time the real time for these. Which I guess like the layout already does that, but would be nice to just make sure it's okay, so I'm pretty sure when we did this with Shackle, we just charged our twos and we did not do any buffs other than Physic. I guess we'll find out. You are serious, right? Oh, that did not work. Of course. Pretty good fight though, but yeah, I did the first charge R2 and I saw the thing whiff and I was like, well, that sucks. And so here we are. See, like, what is that, dude? Maybe I should shackle him. Maybe the shackle is making life harder. Market and Morgoth both seem worse because that means my market strat also doesn't work. So maybe I'll try to do the Ash of War, but I have a pretty damn good feeling the Ash of War is gonna shred through his health bar. I guess we'll try. Ah. That might be the tech, dude. Because I'm pretty sure the two Ash of Wars do 15 poise per hit, so 15 on the blade, 15 on the Azure, I guess, and then I guess the jump R2 does at least 10, so it's enough. Yeah, the rest is history. Because I don't think he started up his sword ranger, so he should do it here, I think. Yep. Nice, dude. And we can... Oops. We can maybe get away with the same thing on Margit, but we don't really have as much stamina there, so... Maybe not. But yeah, dude, that worked perfectly. I should probably write this down some. Just like little notes and stuff.
Hello again, old friend. Allow me a moment to converse with you. You are unable to enter the Erd Tree, no? Prevented by the mantle of barbs. The thorns are impenetrable, a husk of the Erd Tree's being that spurns all that exists without. The only way to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord is to pass the thorns. My purpose serves to aid in that very act. So I'd like you to undertake.
I tried something with the YouTube stream. We'll see if it breaks. Got like a little recommendation from YouTube.
And guide you.
I didn't think I could change that setting, but I'm curious now. Okay, anyway, moving on. And I do want to experiment a little bit with Fire Giant because he's the one that causes more problems, so hoping I can find a more, like a super consistent strat for him. Yeah, we're already +9 here, dude. Like, we're already +9, we already have our full setup. I think I've been a bit slow on this run. Yeah, 115. But some of that's just being forgetful, / slow, / adjusting, so. So let me look at this again. Let me just check something. I'm not sure I can actually change this YouTube setting midstream. It might just like auto change to something else. Or like it might not auto change till I like stop and start the stream again, but I'm just curious. Like I don't think it's gonna change anything. But I guess we'll find out. Although I do like this new plugin for OBS that's letting me multi-stream. Is really nice. Oh yeah, also while I was out of town, I was watching someone, because I had heard their name before. This guy's path is a little different here. I had heard their name before, and I saw that they were streaming No Hit. I think they were doing dismounter only, and they got shot by this guy here. Right there, where that arrow just landed, actually, which is super funny. But yeah, they did not use the simply run through strat. They tried to do like a weird aggro kill thing or something. It's super weird. I hadn't seen that variation before, but yeah, they got shot in the foot by an arrow. Another one faces the wrath of this running section. But yeah, seriously, all you have to do for that running section is just stealth and run. Stealth is even optional. It's a lot safer with stealth. But yeah, you can just simply run through that. It's more dangerous to try and do something different unless you're like, if you had like a ranged weapon like this one, or like Ruin's Greatsword or something that had some ranged Asheville that could do good damage, then you could kill them all, but I think if you don't have that, you should just run through. You should always just run. There's no reason to kill those guys. But if you wanted to, that would be how. Just because a lot of people don't actually, maybe they're aware of the archer, but they might just not know about him. But the archer over there on the side is like super dangerous for hitless, because like I see so many people lose runs there. Because the archer and the torch pole guy have like a linked aggro. So when people kill the torch pole guy, they're not actually aware that the archer aggroed them. And then they're just kind of careless and the archer hits them. And it really sucks to see people get hit there. Because it's one of the hits that's not really as common. Like, you don't really see it as much, but it can definitely happen very easily. What a world. It's kind of like the Mimic Tier dust hit on the way to Ronnie's dagger thing. Like, a lot of people get hit on their All Remembrance runs by that as well. It's just one of those things that's like really common, but it's also super sneaky. What's up, Agent? How's it going, dude? Snowy and cold? Hell yeah, dude. I really like the cold, but it's unfortunately not very cold where I live, so we very rarely get snow. I do like the snow. It's very pretty, very relaxing, since I don't drive in the snow. From what I've heard, though, it's pretty annoying to live with. Yeah, see, that's the reaction I expect a lot of people to have, Lemon. But I don't know, I really like the snow. It's very peaceful and it's like relaxing. But the only thing is, like, it's hard to live with since work and stuff. Like, people have to work and they have to drive through the snow and deal with it then. Whereas, like me, I kind of just stay inside a lot. I do go outside, but I mostly stay inside, which is when you can really enjoy it, I think. Fuck that, yeah. Public transport's the way to go. People hate snow, dude. I'm not an avid snow hater, but I understand. Although don't tires, like in places it snows commonly, aren't tires manufactured differently to like deal with the snow and stuff? Yeah, fun until you have shit to do. Exactly. Because then it's in your way, and it's cold. Like, I can stay inside and bundle up and not have to deal with all that. Yeah. Oh no, but did you delete that earlier? Is how you made that fade. Thanks. Thanks for that. I didn't even notice. Yeah, vacation to snow places. Although the thing is, when I vacation, a lot of times I don't like to have to always have to do something every day, but it is fun to like go out and visit. Like when I visited my brother in New York City, we went out to eat pretty often, and we went to see League Worlds, whatever year that was, and we went like see some other places. It was cool. Like we went out and did stuff. So I think in that case, snow is a little more annoying, but yeah, visiting places with snow for sure. And this run takes minutes. Oh, snowboarding? That's pretty sick, dude. I want to go skiing and snowboarding, but at the same time, it kind of scares me. Like, what if I do it wrong and break both my legs? You know? Like that would be pretty unfortunate. You know? Something I want to try, but I'm just like scared to do it, I guess. Plus, I don't know when I would. Like, I'd have to go. Like, I'd have to go visit somewhere, you know? Both your arms multiple times. Yeah, see, I'd like to avoid that part. The breaking all your bones part. Both casted? Yeah, see, like, I can't play Elden Ring with 2 casted arms, right? So surely I should stay out of the snowboarding business. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did Charge R2s here before, but I want to try the Ash of War because I don't think I ever actually tried it. Which would just be more convenient, I think. Downgraded to brace on one arm. See, I don't think I want to do that. That sounds worse. What am I? Come on, bro. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was pretty free actually. I think I can skip the sleep in phase 1. Now with the right button start would be cool. I'm a little surprised that actually killed him. I should probably just stick to his arm. Welcome back, Spectre. Pretty good. I've had to do a couple of tests here and there, but so far, like, I still haven't been hit yet, which is kind of nice to still be going strong, I guess, after such a big break. Still a bit iffy on the controller, like, I'm not 100% comfy with it yet, but it's getting. Yeah, so far, like, I got a nice kill for Morgott with the Shackle. I got a nice Fire Giant kill. I got a nice fight with Radahn, I guess. Like, so far things are going smooth. About as I remember. It's an 8BitDo Ultimate 2. I did shop around for a little while trying to find one that I really liked, and originally I completely threw out the idea of getting the 8BitDo because I saw, I guess I can show, like, it has these extra buttons here, this one, which I didn't think it had back buttons. I thought it had an extra button at the top, and I was like, well, I don't want to use, like, I want the buttons on the back was the thing, and I thought it only had the buttons on the top, so I originally threw it out, and I was like, I don't want this controller. And I looked around a little more, and I couldn't find anything else I wanted. Like, I kept having some issues looking at stuff, and I was like, well, let me look at the 8BitDo and see if they have anything else controller-wise that I might be interested in. And I found this one again, and I realized it did actually have the back buttons, and I was like, okay, that's actually really cool. So I kept looking around for a little bit. I didn't find anything I really was crazy about, and this one was pretty affordable, so I got this one. And it is weird using the buttons on the top as like just something else for my pointer finger to do, but it's starting to become a little bit more normal, and I do really like having that button there. I don't know why I picked those up. Oh, it does? Nice, dude. Yeah, mine, right now I have mine on B and crouch, because I thought it might help with like crouch tech on Malenia and just like dismounting and stuff. And so far it has actually been really nice for that. But the B one is a little tricky because I was hoping to preserve my back button and my B button a little bit more by adding in a third B option, which is so stupid. But I was hoping to just prolong those buttons, their life a little bit more by having, like, I use the back button B for bosses and the B button for torrent, and also a little bit in bosses, and then the top button for like running sections, like right now where I'm just holding down B, and then that way maybe it'll live a little bit longer. But it's been a little weird because I can't really menu as easily while I'm sprinting, and it's harder to like one-handed and two-handed and stuff, but I'm kind of getting used to it a little bit. But map would be a really good one. B's a little strange in my opinion, now that I've put it in practice. I do like it, but it is a little weird. What controller do you use, by the way, Spectre? Because I had used a Scuf controller for a little while, and I did really like it, but it seemed like it, I don't know if it just wasn't high quality or what, but it did break a little easily, even though that's probably still been my favorite controller I've used. But I was really tempted to get their PC controller. Like, they have one for PlayStation, one for Xbox, and one for PC. And I was tempted to get the PC one, but I had the PlayStation layout, and I couldn't switch it around, so I decided to not go with that. Razer Wolverine Pro? That's a lot of words. I guess mine's 8BitDo Ultimate too, so... I have heard nice things about the Razer stuff, though. This controller looks really nice. It's just got a clean look, dude. Oh, I see the extra button at the top, yeah. Yeah, yours looks like it has the same kind of button as mine does. Yours has 4 back buttons though instead of 2. Which how do you like the back buttons on it? Year and a half? Damn, dude. Yo, Jay, dude. Thank you so much for the raid, man. How was your stream? You do like the back buttons? Okay. I honestly have not been the biggest fan of them. Gotta copy the raid message. What's up, Cypher? That's so funny. Those... I was curious because I've never used those back buttons before, Spectre. I use like a wider version of it or something, but they look sketchy to me. So I've never gotten a controller like that. But it's nice to know. I think I heard Lank had one break or something, but it's nice to know that you really like them and that it's still going strong. Lead mod. This guy's slacking. It's time to demote him. How was your stream, dude? What were you up to? You know what? Let's just go for the 1 cycle, dude. I don't know if I can actually get it. I cannot. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, it was actually kind of close. PS3 almost plus DLC, SOM plus 0. Holy shit, what a run. Yeah, I'm really excited for the league. Also, that's an insane run, dude. So, good luck, man. Good luck. I can't even imagine working on a run that juicy. What's up, Demona? You know, at a certain point, when so many people forget to copy the raid message, it might be that there was no raid message. That's what I'm starting to think here, at least. Yeah, I absolutely am, Jay. That is 100% what I'm trying to do. Can't believe it. Streamer is slacking. No raid message. You hate to see it. I don't think I've ever posted a raid message before, though, to be honest, so I can't speak much on the matter. Oh, what's Killa's raid message? I don't know if I've seen it, actually. Just say raid. That was pretty good, yeah. That one's pretty good. Oh, Spectre, did you ever figure out which bird chased you here, by the way? I saw that in your VOD. Oh, I didn't buy any arrows, did I? Oops. Oh, up top, on the top roof. I see. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know if I've been chased by that one before, but I've definitely been chased by the one on the very top roof because I went too close to him or something. I think I lost a run to that one. Yeah, that's crazy. I learned actually doing bingo because as the base game player, you go through Precipice like a billion times. That the bats can go up ladders, which is like the dumbest thing ever, by the way. Like it makes sense, but it's also so stupid. But yeah, I had bats go up ladders, unless there's like another way through Precipice that I don't know about somehow. Wow, that was crazy. Dude, that's straight into the ground. It makes more sense there that the bird could just like fall off the cliff, but that does remind me that the bats, apparently the bats can climb. It's just wild.
Lay out your own.
Go ahead and buy some arrows that I forgot to get earlier. I probably should just buy 10 when I start the run. Although I might not have enough levels for 2 in round table later, but
Well, you're back.
I don't know if that matters. Probably not. Okay, so let me just do Unsheath here, like I do everywhere else. I haven't done this boss in such a long time. I rarely ever saw him in bingo.
Thou who approacheth destined death, I will not have it so.
Oh my goodness. That is not what I expected. Okay. I forgot if you do, if you hold the Unsheath and push B, it does a parry, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. Whoops. Need to remember that from Malekith. Maybe I could do charge R2s here, but I just... Azure Board is so much better. Oh, it's just when you release. Okay, so I guess I should probably Probably just hold it in phase 2 and just backstep instead. Because the release, I guess, is what messed me up there. And I don't actually remember Gideon strat, so that's not so good. Let me go look at a VOD real quick. Spectre abusing my poor bot yet again. I'm trying to remember where would I have even killed Gideon? Which one of these? I didn't title any of mine. Ah, here it is. Perfect. Oh. That was me testing other weapons. I guess I could just go figure it out. Oh. Wait. This is perfect. I just accidentally clicked through my VOD straight to where I was killing him. I think I might have done the heavy unsheath or something. Because the problem was... Gideon... was... like, I double hit on all my attacks, pretty much. That are all my good attacks. If you're playing me, I'd say YOLO it. Spectre, didn't you say you were gonna get 0 hits, dude? I think I remember the... you saying that. So you just want me to get more hits, I think, is what I'm hearing. Trying to cheat me into the win. Cheat me into the loss. Cheat yourself into the win. Whoops. Because I think, if I remember correctly, my Gideon strat was bad. Like, it was not very good. Because, like, my Charge Dart 2 does 2 hits, and the bolt is probably gonna miss, but that'll cause him to just turn around anyway. And then the Unsheath, like, also is 2 hits, and it knocks him in the air. So it's like, well, kind of just a lose-lose there. Let me watch this and see if I did something different. I think what I ended up doing was 3 Unsheaths. Which is, like, kind of sketch, but I don't even know if it's safe. Wonder if I ever tried the heavy unsheath. I think I just did 3 unsheaths, man. Well, guess we'll see what happens.
To become Elden Lord. It's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall I guess our hopes for us. I know
Oh. Well, just get fucked, idiot, I guess. And my Vada took 3 hits every time, so I wonder if there's like a weight discrepancy, like maybe I still had Golden Vow equipped or something. Wow, that was so simple. Okay, I guess. I have a feeling I tried the heavy unsheath and it didn't help.
to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. I know in my bones
I'll just do the 2 unsheaths. That seems a lot riskier.
a lord. Not even you. A man.
Time, as far as I know, Nova, time only contributes in the finals. If it's a tie. So it's like, it's pretty... I don't want to say it's unlikely, but it's like a small chance of that happening. Like, I think during the regular season, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that was pretty cool, but I feel like that's riskier. What's up, Ryan? Riskier, but way cooler. I just thought of a really bad idea. I'm gonna try and Horlu, I think. I'm gonna get it here. There's no way I don't. It'll be so cool though if it works consistently. I am so gonna get hit though. There's no way. I really did want to use the heavy unsheath more with this weapon, but it's really slow and it's hard to get punishes with it. I tried to make it work in a couple of spots, but I never quite could. I'm sure if I tried harder I could have, but the light unsheath is so satisfying. Oops. So I should be an unsheath here still. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna get Shackle, I think. Dude, that was sick, man. I'm gonna try to do that, dude. Nobody tell Numa. I want him to see this for the first time in the league. He'll probably watch my mod or something. There's no way the first time he sees it is in the league. Oh, dude, that was so... Because it holds the unsheath. Oh boy. I am gonna do that. And if I lose a run to it, that sucks, but that is so damn cool. Surely that doesn't hit me, right? Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure that gave me frames. You clip out my pants, yeah. Dude, that is nasty right there. I almost want to do it again because it's so cool, but I shouldn't. I can't believe I didn't think about that before, but that is really cool. Because I tried to do something like that on Roderick's opener, but it didn't work. Like the first time I did it, I got like a headshot counter hit or something, and it did half his health. But it just, I can't see that working any other way, really. Nice buffs. That's super easy. I want to go do Radagon again. Because that first unsheath kind of missed. What if I do heavy unsheath? Surely not, right? Nah, because he's gonna turn around and like whap or something. It was fascinating. Yeah, I think the double unsheath is better. Like, maybe if I had Red Feather, it'd be enough to transition him, but then I don't think I get a stagger at a reasonable time. Plus, I don't want to go get Red Feather at all. That seems like it'll, oh, as long as I make sure I have enough stamina. I think all my buffs just wore off too, so. Yeah, we can do that no buffs, that's no problem. That's really simple. As long as they don't like jump early or something. Which I have seen people lose runs to jumping early, which is really sad. Like you get so excited because you're like, yes, Radagon Elden Beast, this is the easiest fight in the whole run, and then you jump like half a second early and you're dead. It's kind of funny, but it is also really sad, so. Yeah, easy as. Couldn't be me. True. Surely you've never done that, right? I don't remember who it was that did it, to be honest. I've seen multiple people do it. Didn't I have some goofy ass Nile strat? I think I did. It counted to 0 without the ability for it to increase. Now we're talking. Oh yeah, I think I stood here actually. Okay, I remember why this strat did. Yeah, I didn't either, Spectre. There's a run of market 7 weeks straight. That would be pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Funny for me, at least. Yeah, I don't remember what I used to do against this guy, but I remember it sucked. Like, I had a headshot strat or something. Yeah, let me go see if I can find this. Because I think what I was doing was I went to the side. Because yeah, the problem with this is they both run at me because the shield guy input reads, and then it takes 2 hits to kill them instead of 1. But if I go to the side, I one-shot the sword guy, the double sword guy, which is good. But then I hit Nile, which is less good. Maybe I just did something stupid here. Let me just try something. Yeah, I mean, maybe there is, but I don't... Not that I can really think of. But yeah, I do have enough time to get Howl off there, which is really nice. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing, because it actually doesn't hit them. And then I can recast Howl here, which gives me a guaranteed scripted kill. Which I think is what I was not doing before. Except for why would you do what? Say, where's my stagger? Okay, maybe Howl is too much damage. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. How much damage did I do on the last one? Because you know what I bet happened is my Golden Vow wore off last time, but not this time. I wonder if that's what it was. That was like, what, 34? Last time I did 3406. This time it did... I remember Nile gave me trouble. Because at one point I had like a weird tap R2 headshot or something. 3406. No, it did the same both times. Maybe, you know what? It might just be that I did it later. I held on to it for a little too long there unintentionally. That might have been what it was. Because I forgot I was just supposed to hit him right after. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm wondering if it's just because I held... Like, I didn't hit him instantly like the first time. There's the same amount of damage. Even better, I can do that. I have time for 3790. I'm not sure if he's gonna follow up. Dang. What in the world? Yeah, that was so weird. I don't know. Like, it's got to be a cute attack or something from input reading, but I don't know. Thankfully, I've hit list this boss plenty of times in Bingo with significantly worse setups and summons, so that does help my case here quite a bit, but... $20.36. I don't think that was enough. Should stagger. Yeah, I remember this was an issue. And I think if I don't do buffs, I will be short damage on the finisher maybe. Let's just try it, dude. Like this is more inconsistent, I think, but summon should always take about the same amount of time to kill. But even if there's just like a slight difference, it could mess me up. Oh! Perfectly strafed, as intended. That was probably the luckiest thing that's ever happened in this game. $30.90. Yeah, okay, am I just short damage there? But whenever I'm not short damage, he just doesn't do it. That hit me too, by the way. Oh my god. What a shit show. Weapon art R1, yeah, maybe that's... Yeah, I feel like I just should keep howling. Right? Like, I think I had enough damage with howl. It was just acting kind of weird. Also, yeah, it's kind of sad that he hit me when I did the Ash of War. $34.45. Spectre, you might be right, dude. Yeah, I don't think it's enough. I think the one time it was enough, I still had Golden Vow active. Yeah. Okay, so put Golden Vow back in and we'll do... Maybe that's what my issue was when I came here before, was it just wasn't enough damage. And that's why I did like a tap R2 on the head or something, or charge R2. Because with the way I had it lined up, it was enough to get a headshot and phase transition him, but I don't want to rely on a headshot. I think that's a not good idea. That was a lot. Holy shit. Yep, that worked. That worked way better. Good idea. That was perfect. And I think, like, did the Ash of War do the same amount of damage, or did it do, like, a shit ton more for some reason? Because I thought it did a lot more, but it might have just been that the R1 did 1,600 damage and it was a headshot. Surely not. I don't know. But whatever it was, it worked. And I think I will just stick to that. What's up, Carmen? This is the... Oh, we can go for the League entirely is both, but this current run I'm working on is just one. It's just base game. It's just, of course. With a big juicy free mushroom pickup, dude. Yeah, Malenia's pretty fun to no-hit. She's one of my favorite bosses. Need to take my hoodie off in a second so I'm getting a bit warm. I think this this way should be fine. I can't remember if you go right or left around this pillar. This was like roughly the path I took for bingo. I think right around the pillar was faster. By a lot, but it's fine. Rank difficulty. Normal and no hit, which is harder. It's a bit of a like tricky question because you could argue both sides pretty easily. I think if you're doing like if you're doing an optimized run, they're both fully scripted, it does not matter. So in that situation, like either, they're both super free. For normal playthrough, I totally botched this with this dang crab, dude. For normal playthrough, I would say probably Consort is harder because Malenia is easier to like cheese and stuff. Like if you're at a range, you can kind of bully her a little bit. Or if you have like a tank build, you can use that on her. And I haven't really seen anybody do a tank build on Consort. I'm sure it works, just not quite as well because he does have higher damage output. I think moveset wise, Malenia is harder though. So, like, it's a bit of a tricky answer, but yeah, Consort's easier to tank. I don't know how accurate that is. Like, I haven't seen people tank Consort, but I have definitely seen people tank Malenia, and it's nothing. So I'd probably say overall Consort's harder to deal with, but Malenia has the trickier moveset for sure, which does kind of make her harder. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, is it really, Lemon? That's cool. Yeah, with the like pre after spasms. With the light pillars, if that's what you're talking about, those are really easy to avoid. You just people call Consort the roll left simulator because if you roll left on every single attack, you will not get hit by the light beams unless you get terrain, which happens, and then you get hit by it. So that's another reason he's like a little trickier in some ways, is his terrain is bad, whereas Malenia's arena is flat. so it's not annoying to deal with. But that's terrain memes against consort. At least with the light beams, I have not seen it very often. Oh, the phantoms too. Yeah, I kind of forgot about the phantoms actually. I think with one of the phantoms, there's a jump dodge for it that's really easy and really consistent, but for one of the other ones, you have to always outspace it, which is like just arena positioning. So I haven't no hit consort very much. I do not like that fight very much, so I just don't do it very often. But yeah, I think he is trickier in different ways than, like, I think Malenia is harder moveset wise, but consort's harder like as an arena slash positioning thing. Yeah, true. Rap does also. There is also like the gravity cheese where he just falls down and dies. So I guess if you're including that, he's probably easier than Malenia. But like fight-wise, no. So yeah, I would say Malenia has the harder moveset, but consort is harder positionally slash arena awareness wise. Is but there was one runner, I don't know if he's still here, Spectre. What he was doing is he was always boning out of the fight instantly, so that when he re-entered the fight, he would be in the flat part of the arena, which is really, really smart. Of course, phase 2 puts you back in the middle, but you can kind of lure him to the edge. It's just a little more dangerous. No, not the meteor levitation. There's, if you double stealth in his arena, you can, I think you can like sneak behind him and poison cheese him, I think. And then once he goes into phase 2, he like falls to the earth or something. I can't remember how it worked. I don't know if they patched it or not, but there's something weird like that. Like you don't even have to interact with him at all. Oh, do you? Well, when the cheese first came out, you didn't need McPhail. But do you need it now? Did they patch it halfway? Oh, no, you needed it in phase 2, right? You would, like, poison him and then phase 2 Mimic Veil or something like that? Yeah, statuses are cleared between phases, because it's a different model. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I think you're right, Lemon. I think you could double stealth phase 1, but then like phase 2 you did need the Mimic Veil or something. I don't know. I never did the cheats. It was stupid, but I don't know if they patched it. Actually, that's not true about the 2 models that I said. I think it just depends. 2 Anspers and more shield. Yeah, more shield? Is more shields the best defensive shield in the game? Probably different statuses if I had to guess. Rot and Bleed, Rot and Poison, Rot and Frost. 3 even. Yeah, like Rot plus Bleed, Rot plus Poison. Yeah, I think some of his resistances are pretty high. I don't really know Consort or DLC stuff quite as well, but yeah, I think on my first playthrough I didn't really get many bleeds on him. Same for Bale, but I took Bale really slowly. It was only like 2 attacks I punished really well. Even watching Bale fights now, it's so weird to me because all the attacks I feel like you wouldn't have time for a charge R2 punish, you do. So I always have trouble punishing that guy. Like the ones I think you would charge R2, you don't, and the ones I think you wouldn't charge R2, you do. Poked his nub. Yeah. I did not go near his nub. I thought you were meant to fight him by hitting his head mostly. I was like, yeah, I'll just keep hitting his head, I guess. And it worked out eventually. It did take me a while to kill him. Yeah, some of Bale's bites are pretty rough. Consort timing, I think, is just that he has 2 swords with big hitboxes. So it's less about, like, awkward timing, more just about, like, long hitboxes, so you have to have really precise timing. What's up, Zephyr? Thanks, dude. Yeah, this is my first run back in a while, and I did do some testing, but I've only had 1 hit on Nile, and it was like 4 tests in or something. And I decided not to count it, because I was trying something dumb, and it didn't. Would have been cool, though, if it did. How have your runs been going, Zephyr? I know some people have been practicing. Like, I know you've been practicing and Spectre's been practicing, but I know that Marshall's been working on his RO1+0 run, and Meta started routing, like... I forgot what it was. It was like... What's that weapon called? The axe? The lightning axe? That Nefeli has? She started routing that one for all great runs, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, Stormhawk axe, yeah. Path across the Roots of the Let's play the intro. I don't know. I don't know. Inconsistent runner in the history of runners. That's fine, that's fine. Happens to everybody, dude. If you can no-roll Rolana, then you win the grand prize automatically. Dang. Guy's got like a 10-inch vertical, 10-foot vertical. Do you know if you or any other runner is getting the iframe talisman, by the way, Zephyr? Because I don't think I've seen anybody pick it up yet, and I was curious if people were gonna get it or not. I just don't think it's necessary. Fucked up strat. That's what you like to hear. Oh, let me make a save first, actually. Just in case. Actually, no. I'm supposed to put Axe Talisman in here. Mistake one is thinking I have strats. True. You're not gonna go in and YOLO it. You're doing it wrong, dude. L2, R2. I don't know if I've done that yet, but I'm gonna be honest. Oh wait, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. Just L2, R2 and hope for the best. I don't know why I thought you were saying something else. Yeah, how has that been how has that been so far? Well, I'm glad to... What the fuck? You just turned and looked at me. Yeah, like I imagine on some bosses you can like jump over them, but like that's not a thing for all of the bosses, I'm sure. Video game science, true, fair enough. Can't hate anybody for liking that. I remember to switch to X Talisman there, which I'm very proud of myself for. Stupidly tight. Really? That's so sad. I would think you could do more with it, but I guess maybe not. Actually, I think I do need this on Millennium. Because I still... I'm gonna have to set up Millennium for a little bit, because I haven't decided if I like Charged R2 or Unsheath more. They're both so good and so bad at the same time. Fox follows the character model. Honestly, it probably doesn't. Knowing what that looks like, it probably doesn't follow it. Because don't you just like leap a billion feet in the air and then slam the ground? I would not be surprised if that was shown incorrectly. Tragic, but yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess maybe like the model goes up too high or something, so they can't, or like I don't know, maybe it just is done correctly or something. Yeah, either way. That's a big bummer, dude. I don't know hitboxes. Yeah, maybe I'll go after and turn on hitboxes and see. Because I'm kind of curious. Is falling damage death a hit? Yeah, fall damage is fine, but if you die to fall damage, it's a hit. Any death at all is a hit. A hit is defined as damage or stagger by an enemy or a trap, I think. So if you can also death. Oh, also death. Yeah, I guess I didn't mention that in there. Yeah, Imbibe Nectar would be a hit. Unless, like, that's where it gets tricky though, because like Mohg's knee heal does hit you and do damage, obviously, but it's undodgeable, so it's not a hit. So when people do low damage runs, it's quote unquote unavoidable. It doesn't count as a hit. But like Saint Trina's Nectar is technically a hit. I mess this up, it's fine. Saint Trina's Nectar is technically a hit. But the thing with that is if you're doing a run that requires you to die to it, then it would not be a hit. So like in Dark Souls 3, or maybe Dark Souls 3 doesn't have it, but in a Souls game where there is an achievement to die, and you're doing all achievements no hit, you have to die to get the achievement, so it would be an okay hit. Like there's some exceptions to the rules that are kind of confusing, according to Team Hitless at least. If you want to do like some different kind of run where you don't follow their rules, that's also fine. Oh, really, Zephyr? That's not that surprising, actually. Because I feel like you hear the death before it happens. So yeah, like, I don't know, it's all a bit convoluted, I guess. Like, in Dark Souls 2, the explosive barrels are technically a trap, according to Team Hitless rule set. So if you use like the shortcut in DS2 and use the bomb and hit yourself, then it counts as a hit. But like if you're running your own rules and you don't think that's a hit, that's also fine. You can just not consider it a hit and don't submit it. You know what I mean? Which a lot of people do because they just don't care, which is totally fair. Sometimes your personal rules / beliefs won't align with Team Hitless. Yeah, it is Zephyr. Although Gino doesn't submit any of his runs at all. I don't know if people actually think he does or not, because I have heard some people say he does, but he does not submit runs. He never has. As far as I'm aware, at least. Like, I'm pretty sure all of his runs previously were... Because I wasn't around at this time, but you used to not have to submit runs, I don't think. And then they introduced a system that does have you submit and verify runs, and his runs were kind of grandfathered in, from what I understand. So, yeah. 596. No, he hasn't submitted any of his runs. Nice one. I didn't realize I was crouching. That's so awkward. I definitely pushed the wrong button here in the crouching. I have not fought this boss at the time. Jesus Christ. I'm not even sure she's gonna sleep. Oh my god. Too long, Mia. You have bested me this time. A controller diff, true. That's really funny, actually. I did it properly, I just was crouching, and I didn't realize it. That is so funny. I'm gonna have to sit here and practice this for a little while. I can't believe I did that. That was only one hit, technically. Crouch is like relatively new, but I have a new controller with crouch bound to it on a different key than normal. So I'm just not used to it yet. It's the only thing. What? Hold on. Yeah, so technically, like, the amount of hits don't really matter to me. Like, when I have a PB, like, it is the amount of hits I usually take, but I don't really care about the amount of hits I have, because I'm not really worried about how many hits I have. I'm worried about where the hits happened and how they happened, if that makes sense. So, like, on this run, technically my only 2 hits were to Nile and to this, and on Nile I was trying something new. Like, just something I was like, oh, let me see if this works, and it didn't work. And I'd already no-hit him like 3 or 4 times at that point. I was just trying out other stuff. So that one I don't really consider a hit because I'm not going to try that again. I have something else that works. On Malenia, it's a true... Waterfall is a true combo, so if you get hit by any part of it, even if you get hit like 6 times, it's technically only 1 hit. So... But even if it was like 6, like if you wanted to count it as 6, you can. I only consider it 1 because I'm really focused on the one instance of getting hit and like how it happened, if that makes sense. Different ways to fight Malenia. Yeah, I wanna watch the different ways of like how other people fight her. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Mistakes, not hits. Like, you're counting your mistakes.
Wait, well, you're back.
There you go. That was the Ash of War, right? I can't even see the hitbox. It's just not there, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your theory's right. It's not for me to figure out. Yeah, something's definitely going. It looks like it's just not. Let me turn those off. Not do that correctly. It's too slow. Really? I guess I could see that. she did not care about that. I think I had $10 one there, actually. I thought it would stagger her, but I wasn't super sure. Dude, you just get so many staggers. Like, look at that. I don't even know the best way to fight her. And others do 1. Which one do you have, Zephyr? 80 poise or 1? Well, actually, your R2 does like 80, right? Yeah, some of them do really bad poise damage. It's pretty nasty here. Yeah. Yeah, your R1s do very little, but your charge R2 does a lot, but if I remember, your charge R2 is slow as shit. Question is, what if I start the charge R2 soon? Lose more stamina. Maybe it's somehow. Second part. Yeah. I got a stagger here. That was automatic. I was really hoping I would dodge all that, but it did not get that. First charge R2 is 19 pokes. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I remember Numa had mentioned that weapon was really good, and I tried it and I was like, I don't like this at all. Like I really like poise, so I didn't vibe with it super well. Smolania is a little tricky. Not sure how I want to go about doing this. Yeah, the tap up art. Do I even remember the tap up art on that? Probably. But I remember that weapon, I saw potential for it to be really good, but it just didn't really feel that good. And like obviously some people like certain styles of weapon more than others, but that one That weapon was just not fun. It was cool, I couldn't vibe with it. Oh yeah, it was the dash. I remember that, yeah. It was weird. It was cool, but it was weird. And I think I used it to try and dodge stuff, which never really worked out. See, like, the shockwave just misses. Nice removes, by the way. Okay, that is not ever again. I will not be doing nothing. See, the thing about the Charge R2 is like the big thing pops out, so I can't really see, but it does good damage and good poise damage. Enemies with the tap 5 times for stagger. Yeah, like, it's not bad, but it's just, like, the actual use cases of it I feel like are pretty low, right? And see, like, why is my lightning bolt there, bro? Don't do that either. How to actually use it properly? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about like the slow charge R2s, like they're always really cool and stuff, but they're just not great. Put him in the stagger, the little bolt that missed, dude. I don't trust her enough to do this when she dashes away. And Niall. Niall does this big attack and he's like, alright, I need a break, dude. He's too old for this shit. Can we try something dumb here? How did that not? Did that even do damage, bro? What the hell was that? did that do any damage? I started that a little bit late there. Okay, yeah. So I think it's just a weird like Charge R2's kind of whiff. I think I like Charge R2's more in phase 1, but Unsheath more in phase 2. And the sleep on the thing is pretty good. I might try it again, just a little bit later this time though. Oh my god, I'm really lucky. I knocked her. Oh, I guess the second part knocks her out of it, so that's just not a viable strat at all. And then she bled there. Yeah, so I think for phase 1, we've in more Charge R2s, but phase 1 the knockups are a little better. I think that's how I like it. Because I've done this fight a couple times, I haven't really figured it out, but I think a mix of both is what is best. And I am getting used to the crouch button now too, which is kind of nice, so I don't crouch a waterfowl again. That was pretty stupid. Should stagger here. She hyper armors. Although honestly, it probably doesn't even matter what we do because she just dies so fast anyway. Oh, there you just cancel that. You know, I think I lied, actually. I think I just like the Unsheath more than the Charged R2. Unsheath just feels more consistent. And then in a situation like this, I can get more punishments. Although I'm a little worried about that Charged R2 into Waterfowl again when I knock her down. Oops. See, like here she gets knocked up instead. I wonder if there's a way I can get her to stagger on the stand-up, but I don't think so. No. I'm afraid maybe. Does seem like it takes her longer to get up in phase 1 though than phase 2, so maybe it's just safer in phase 1 to do Charged R2 after this. Oh, another B. Yeah, see, she stands up way faster in phase 2. See, I wish I could make that bolt hit, dude. If I could make the bolt hit, I would do way more Charged R2s. Cause I'm pretty sure that's 20 voice damage I miss out on there. Shoot stagger. Alright, well then. Though I think this worked out well as a What the hell is this engine, dude?
Strength.
Okay. I think I think I kind of like this. I just prefer the L2. I think it gives better punishes in phase 1 and phase 2. So I think overall it is just the better option to use L2s, but there's a couple options where Charge R2 is good. And I think I want to try to weave in the L2 as well. Holy shit, what an opener. She gets knocked up again. Can I just loop her infinitely? No. But I can basically full script this one. That is nuts. Phase 1 I maybe can do, but not phase 2. I don't think Trolls War works in phase 2, right? Oh my god. Okay, so phase 1 I think I can fully script her. Phase 2 though is a little more tricky. Let me try this with full buffs and everything. Okay. That's crazy. We're just not gonna stack it. And now she goes into poise, and her poise is gonna fully reset. Actually, what's the health transition for her to do her second flower? I wonder if I can just hit that. Jeez, man, this is nuts. If I pick up a glintstone scrap, is there an easy pickup for a regular scrap? Probably somewhere. I mean, there's large scraps I can use. Dude. I don't think it's gonna. I'm not even gonna try it because I don't think it's gonna work. I do need a scrap though. Because I was thinking, like, if I could, in phase 2, if I could get it so the heavy unsheath that I've been doing actually hits her and staggers her, and we could riposte and then do another unsheath, and then she'll do flower again, which will set us up for another heavy unsheath. But I don't think that'll work because I think the heavy unsheath has 2 hitboxes, and if one of them misses, then that's really bad, obviously. So I don't think that'll work. And yeah, phase 2, she just has the hyper armor, so she just stands up too quick. But we do a shit ton of damage. a little, yeah, a little. Yo, what's up, Sai? How's it going, dude? In my scrap, actually. Just trying to figure out if I can consistently script phase 1 here. Hopefully I can do phase 1 and phase 2, but it's looking like I can just get phase 1. Which is still pretty good, so I can't complain too much. What is that? Are you for real right now, dude? Oh my god. Looking like phase 1 script is cooked all of a sudden. Yeah, sorry, I'll lock in real quick. That was a pretty bad waterfall dodge, huh? Dude, no way she can do that. I lost my last Omen Killer Cleaver run. My last live one to that, I think. Maybe not, but fuck you and your dominance attack, bro. Sick of it. There's no way you're still doing waterfall after that. Okay, so phase 1 in our not so great script. Take these off. It's not even gonna come close. Yeah, see. Just gonna. I keep messing that up too. I keep like over rotating on her. Yeah, she just, like, phase 1, she stands up really slowly. Phase 2, she does not. I guess it just comes down to, like, do I want to do that phase 1 strap? Because I don't think I'm going to get anything from phase 2. Unless I can consistently get the double hit at the start, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because I haven't been able to do it on the other flowers. Or, like, any of them, really. I'm not. Yeah, she just... It's like the timing is really tricky, because like I have to do it not too early. Otherwise she'll do an attack and she won't get knocked up again, or stunned by it. And I have to do it not too late. If I do it too late, she'll start an attack. But I think I maybe should try and greed for this stagger. Nice one. Because even just like... Like, so she can still do it. Hyper armor ruining on my phone. Yeah, I think it's just the... I think it's the double hit on the charge R2 that's causing me problems, because I think that second one is just like... It makes her act a little weird, because I've never seen her do that, like, fairy flurry out of her opener, except for on this. So I think the second one's just hitting a little late there. Which means, what should my opening attack sequence be? Probably not that is a good idea, but... It's cool at least. Are you serious? Dude, I keep, like, dodging that too late. Maybe I'm washed. Anyway, I'll need to practice her some more offline, just to make sure I'm getting that waterfall correctly, because I keep over-rotate, or not over-rotating, but I keep going wide on my rotation, and I keep rolling that second one a little late. That one pretty well, though. There we go. Much better. Okay, that's pretty good, because what's up, Hoosier? I'm gonna need to play phase 1 a little more carefully, but phase 2 I think I can just script. Yeah, locked in, dude, surely. Surely not just pushing buttons, right? Like, I really want to greed for that, but I don't think I can. It's crazy that you can just do that attack up point blank. Might That's actually that she can do that.
Strength. Extraordinary.
Still pretty good though. Like that's still a pretty solid phase 2.
True Lord.
How was the match today, by the way, Hoosier? I was watching a little bit in the first part, but then I like got up and did something and started streaming, so I didn't see the second half. But when I was watching, it was really close. Nice, nice. Kata and Ellie. How close? What were the final scores in the matches? Because I know the Kata one was really close at the start. Stamina. I just don't think I can go for that so hard. I guess the sleep helps. Not sure if it's enough. And 50, those are pretty close games, dude. I'll have to go back and watch the Ellie one.
True Lord.
Simon Storm and top 8 is all Ignite. Hell yeah, dude. It was crazy seeing how many people from Ignite are in the top, how many were in like the top 30 or whatever it was. And then like top 16 was like almost all Ignite. It was crazy, dude. It's been kind of cool to keep up. Like, I'm not super invested in it, but it's been cool to keep up with, like, the people in Ignite and Kata and some of the bigger names out there. Chemist? Oh, yeah. Chemist is really good, too. Yeah, sometimes unlucky. Shouldn't sleep there. Oh. Why did I run back into that? Only downside is I feel like she's always in this awkward position against this wall over here. It's just a practice. Like, Malenia was the last one in the run, and I just want to practice her some, because I haven't played in a while. Just relearn the fight a little bit and make sure I feel comfy with it. I think the way I'm doing it right now, I do 0 charge R2, so I guess I can put endurance back in physic, even though it won't really do a whole lot for me. consistency, pretty much. Consistency is the key. She didn't sleep again. I almost messed that up. I forgot what attack that was. I don't know, I feel pretty good about it, but it's just I'm trying to find like the most consistent way to do it everything, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to workshop it more later, I think. But, I mean, the rest of the run was really clean. Like you got strats for both shackles, which is nice. Fire Giant was good. Fire Giant was really good, actually. Duo was fine. Malekith, they actually messed up Malekith and it was still really fine. Horlu, we got a new Horlu strat. Radagon was fine. You guys a really clean run, so just the one hit on Malenia. I was accidentally crouching. I think I did her hit list like 3 times after that, maybe twice. So I can't be too upset about that. Yeah, I hope it'll be a good week 1. I'm just... Dude, Marshall's so cracked, man. I don't care if he says I have Elden Ring experience, dude. He has the hitless experience. Like, I feel like hitless experience outweighs Elden Ring experience, right? I don't know, maybe not. Either way, though, like... It's gonna be... Week 1, I think, is gonna be the hardest week for me. Yeah. I guess get out of the way early on arguably the hardest run, because let me look at the other runs. Okay, so that was a fat lie. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Smithing Person is the easiest. I think Age of Stars is probably the second easiest, and then Commanders is third. Those two are close. But I think, like, Malenia's hard, Rellana's hard. I would argue that Messmer's pretty tricky as well. And then the Class C Fortisex one is also, I think it's going to be brutal, so... I don't know, maybe Malenia's not the hardest one. Yeah, that is true, Zephyr. That is true. Let me go, actually. There's one running section I want to watch him do. Because I saw someone get hit on it, and I want to see if he does it in a dangerous way. If he does, I'm probably going to tell him, because I feel like it'd be super assholey of me to not. But, like, you know what I mean. What are the numbers by his name? It's like Marshall 04 or something. Oh my god, I follow so many people on Twitch. I need to unfollow some of these people. Yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern starting time on Saturday. Saturday is match 1. Did Numa release when people will be playing? Or is it just, like, assume you're playing if you both said the same preferred time slot on the same day? Okay. I went a lot farther in his VOD than I needed to. Ends. Shit, okay. So, is this like in the order of time? So Marshall and I play game 1 Saturday, Spectre and you play game 2 Saturday, Azaz and Woody play game 1 Sunday, and then Metadona play game 2 Sunday. I don't know how I completely missed that. No, that's not the case. That's I've got to be missing something. Final schedule for one. I'm just, am I like blind or something? Oh my gosh, I am blind. Okay, I see it now. I see it. I see it. I see it. Oh, we get our own individual refs. I see. So Saturday, game 1 is me and Marshall. Saturday, game 2 is Azaz and Witty. Sunday, game 1 is Donut Meta, and Sunday, game 2 is you and Spectre. I see it. Okay. I want to see, okay, I want to see two things. I want to see Marshall do this one running section. Why is, oh, he's doing Rykard first. Okay, I was like, why the hell is he doing Radahn after? I forgot this is, even on all Great Runes, you would do Rykard first. Ah, here it is, I believe. Yes, yes. So there's the running section in Capital. Going across the bridge. I'm not gonna run back there, but the bridge to Forbidden Lands. I see a lot of people do weird stuff there, but all you should ever do is just stealth and then sprint. Okay, that's what he does too. Anyway, Matt, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. I think I'm gonna call it here for today, honestly. 'Twas a good run. Even Malenia practice went pretty well. I'm getting used to my controller, so that's also good. Just vibing now, pretty much. Yeah, I see some people throw a kukri, but I see some people, like, try and kill one of the guys and, like, try and bait one of the guys out, and that always goes badly, I swear. But yeah, I think a kukri to the right is okay. I just prefer to sprint through. But usually I think if you kukri and then run, it's fine. Let me find someone to raid real quick. Dang, Ellie has a lot of people. Tempted to raid R for sure though. But I know Ellie's been streaming a lot. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, Wiggle. I hope it goes well. We'll see what happens. Sprint kukri. Yeah, I've seen sprint kukri. That's probably the most common thing I see is sprint kukri, but I do see a lot of just sprinting also. But I have seen like kukri and then wait, and then kukri some more, and then like sneak around and stuff. And I've seen people trying to kill people. I've seen like baiting out and then going back in. Like there's some weird stuff I've seen there. Anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and like post this raid, so I'll stop sitting here. I am gonna raid Ellie though. Ellie seems like she's probably been the person in Ignite that I've seen start streaming the most. I've seen a lot of people start streaming, but Ellie seems like she's been doing the most. So I'll go ahead and raid her. She's pretty cool. She played in the 2v2 bingo season. And they're working on 2v2 Randa right now for the like play against the pros thing that Sirius is hosting, I think. Which I thought about competing in, but I think it overlaps with this tournament, so I decided not to. Although it would have been really, really cool to see. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. This was a good day, good first day back to streaming. Yeah, thanks, Zephyr. I appreciate it, dude. You too, man. I will be back tomorrow and probably Thursday and Friday as well to do some practice, but yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go wish Ellie good luck and have a good rest of your day. Peace.
I'm hungry. That hurts.